Is Bigfoot real or a hoax? The statistics show that the DNA that has been found from a Sasquatch is neither a chimpanzee or a human. This shows that the animal human does exist. If it is a chimpanzee, the DNA would have shown that, and same for human DNA. Bigfoot believers and people who are trying to solve this mystery have taken thorough notes about their findings. The average Bigfoot has a foot about 15 to 23 inches long and 5 to 11 inches wide. The height depends on the age but can range from 6 foot and 6 inches tall to 10 foot tall. The average weight is 400 to 1,000 pounds. Now we're going to go into the interview with my uncle, Ben Stokes. The first question is, when did you see Bigfoot?
I saw the Bigfoot that I saw was in July of 2013.
What exactly did you see to make you believe that you saw Bigfoot?
So, what I saw to make me believe that I saw Bigfoot, I work in the western part of Putnam County. In the western part of Putnam County, there's a creek called Raccoon Creek. And I was driving along that road. There's a road called Creek Road that pretty much follows the road, every bend that it makes for several miles in the area that I was at. That summer was a little bit of a drought summer. There wasn't hardly any water in the creek. There was just some puddles here and there, so dusty, dry. And as I was coming around a 90-degree bend, I looked over to my left because this thing caught my eye down by one of the puddles in the creek. And it was sort of had like a human form, except it was very hairy, like a brownish, grayish, long hair, had some almost like dreadlock look to the hair. And what it was doing, it was crouched down and it was scooping up water out of one of those big puddles in the creek. It was in the creek bed. And it kind of took me a second to figure out, whoa, did I really see what I think I saw? There's nothing in that area that meets the criteria, no animals anyway. It was too tall to be a human being. It stood up on two legs is what made it unique. And it definitely had a human figure. Had the human traits as it was moving. So, without a doubt in my mind, that's definitely what it was.
Were you a believer in Bigfoot before that encounter that day?
Well, that's a good question. I always remember growing up, hearing people, because I grew up in that area. I heard of people seeing things like that. But to say I did or didn't believe, I never didn't believe, but I didn't necessarily believe that that there was such a thing until that day. So, I guess the best answer for that would be it never really crossed my mind. Anything's a possibility.
With all this information and the other research that I did about the unsolved mystery of Bigfoot, I can conclude that I do believe that Bigfoot exists. Although you don't always see him, you can say that Bigfoot is the ultimate player at hide and go seek.